Dacha Hao, Wosha Michael Larson, Wosha Nima Depungyu. Hello, everybody. This is Mike Larson from BBC IML, and this is a moment with Mike. Some of you are probably wondering what the Dacha Hao, Wosha Michael Larson, Wosha Nima Depungyu means, but Dacha Hao means hello, everybody. It's Mandarin Chinese, and Wosha Nima Depungyu, or Wosha Depungyu, Wosha Nima Depungyu is you are my friends. And then Wosha Michael Larson is obviously, I am Michael Larson. So that's Mandarin Chinese. But I've got a lot of friends in China. I spent 9 months in China, fascinating place to be, and made a lot of friends there. And I know that some of them watch this video from there also, and then we do some broadcasting from over there. But I got to know some Chinese while I was there. I got to know how to say the different numbers and colors. I was taught that some of those different things, and what a bridge is, chow, and trees and grass and the road. Lu is a road, and one of the funny statements, a deer is also lu. So I joked with one of my partners over there that what is that then? If a deer crosses the road, is that a lulu? And so we had a little fun with it, and I used to tease them about their English, and they would tease me about my Chinese when they got a chance. So they had a very difficult time saying entrepreneur. That was a fun one to have, but there was some communication that was difficult because of the language gap too, but it made it challenging, it made it fun. And I love challenges in life. And challenges, like I've said before, are what surround success. You have to get through the challenges to get to success. So right now, I've always been in the leadership business, and I've always done one-on-one leadership with people. So I am going through learning how to be online and what you need to do with online, and it's much different than one-on-one sales. So understanding that is quite a challenge. I've spent the last 3 months understanding things like ClickFunnels. The first thing I thought when I got into this was I had to have a website. So I created a website, and I thought it was beautiful. It was a great looking website, and I was disappointed in the website. You know, I was all proud of it and happy for it, and it's really done very little for us. In fact, in some cases, I think it's been a detraction. So that's why I kind of hesitated to get into the online part of this, because of my experience with the website. And then we tried email messages, and that was difficult. It's hard to get a real good connection with people on email, it seemed at the time, and that was very frustrating. But I always knew that that I was very good at one-on-one, so I always could rely on that. And maybe for that reason, I really didn't put my full effort into it, and that's why some of it did fail. So, but that was the first thing, was thinking, well, when I get back, I was in China, and then they shut down there. I spent 2 months there during the shutdown. Then I came back to America, and then they shut down here. But the first thing I did was try to get my website taken care of. And I made some changes on there, but nothing made a difference, and we had never really gotten anything from it. And then I watched some podcasts about Facebook and how to advertise on Facebook, and what you need to do to create action on Facebook. But most of the time, when you're doing that, you have to have a platform on YouTube, or you have to have a platform on Facebook, or you have to have a platform here or there, and you're relying on their ability to drive to you, and then you're kind of at their whim too, as far as what you can and can't do. So I did some more studying, and I learned about a platform or a landing site. So I started getting into the landing sites and trying to figure that out. And then I came across, I'd heard about Russell Brunson in the past, and he sold the most ever on stage. And, I've been around this business for a long time, so sometimes it's hard to tell who the real people are that really have something that they can offer and the ones that are pretenders. And so I'm very, very skeptical of those. But it kept coming in front of me and kept coming in front of me. And it was getting more and more frustrating. And I also know that universal law, when you are emotional about something for a long enough period of time, that's something that you really want, it's going to be driven to you. It's God's law. It'll be driven to you. It's frequency. You get in the right frequency and it comes to you. So his name just kept popping up in front of me over and over again. And I also, during this time, bought a book by Vaynerchuk, which is a very good book about branding. And I read through that, but it didn't really tell me how to set it up. It told me what I should do, but it didn't really tell me how to set up. And it was good information, and I'm using some of that now. But I finally listened to Russell Brunson, and he has ClickFunnels. And he talked about, you don't need a website. In fact, websites can be a detraction. I'm like, what? I never heard that. Everybody says you need a website. And he says, no, that's really detraction. See, when you give people too much information, the only choice they have is to not buy. And when you have a website, it's there all the time. So you put all your information on there, and they have to sift through all that information to actually get what they want. Imagine if you went into Walmart for the first time in your life, and you were looking for something, and there wasn't really any signs, and you had to find it. It would take you forever, and you might even get frustrated and leave and go to a smaller store where you can actually get it. That's the idea behind a website. They give you all the information, you have to sift through it, and people get bored with that, get confused, and then they lose interest to buy anymore. But if you took somebody, if they came into your store like Walmart, and then you grabbed them by the hand and you showed them where it was, you asked them what are they looking for, and they told you, and you went and you got it for them, and then there was a couple other items there that would probably help them also, so they got those. And they got everything they needed, and then you brought them to checkout, and they purchased. That would be a really good experience for them, and they're likely going to come back. So that's what I've learned through this, is that's basically what you're doing. You're helping people, and that's the first part of this, is we have to be in this to help people. That's what God wants from us. That's what we're put on this earth for, is to help others, to add value to others. So that should be what our main goal is, to add value to people. And they come to us because we have something they need that's going to make their life better. And that's how we serve them. If we expect them to come to us because we're looking for money, you might get them once or twice, but they're going to see right through that. It's lack of integrity, it's lack of moral compass. So we have to have serving people first. That's what we're put on this earth for, is to serve each other. And everybody coming together to serve all of our purposes. They're all interconnected. So the funnel system is just a tool that finds what people are looking for and connects it with you that is trying to offer it. And everybody has something to offer in this world. And when you have something to offer, then you can add value to everybody. And everybody in this world is superior to everybody else. In some way, somehow, we're all superior. That's God's law. That's why we're all interconnected, because we have to come together. We're individuals, but we have to come together to give everybody, to help everybody get what they want. Individually, we can do good things, but it takes a team to do great things. And that's why. It's so we find the value in each other rather than looking for the separation, looking for what's different about people. And that's what I've found with this system. that I have to do now. That was the approach I had going into it. God, I have to do this now. Well, I have found my result, what I want in the future. And this is what I learned a long time ago. That result that you're looking for has to be so powerful, something you want so bad, that you're going to enjoy the process all the way through there. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to do it, and you're never going to be able to serve people the way you want to, and the way they need you to. So all these lessons we're going through right now with the COVID-19 are making us all stronger. They're making us all better. They're teaching us that we can't necessarily do it on our own. And they're also teaching us that we do have something to add value to other people. And that's what's so important about this. And I'm relearning it. And God is great. He keeps giving us lessons that we can relearn every day. And he'll keep giving you the same lesson over and over and over again until you finally learn what he needs you to learn to be a better server. So I hope this finds you well. I hope you have a super fantastic evening. If you like this, I'm on every night at 7 p.m. If you have an idea of something you'd like me to talk about, please email me at mike@inspiredmotivatedleadership.com, or you can message me or any other ways. Send me a message on Facebook, whatever. But I'd love to have those. I'd love to serve you. So I see there's a few people I know on here. Gina Christopherson, Anthony. Hi, Anthony. Myung, how are you? April, nice to see you. So have a super fantastic evening once again. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Check me out on Facebook, Inspired Motivated Leadership, and MJ Design, and also Refined Joy. And drop some comments, like the page. We've got some offers on some products on there to help you be a better server in life, would be a good way to put it. So have a good evening.